Hi, Tony. Are you currently overseas? When are you planning to return?
Hey, Vanessa. Still not sure when I can come back. Dealing with some minor issues here and it's keeping me busy.
Oh yeah? I don't know exactly, but hope you can fix it soon. But seriously, taking an overseas trip when it's not even vacation season, you're living the good life, you know.
I think I explained this before. I'm not on vacation, I'm here on a business trip.
Business trip? Come on, don't lie. No way someone like you with a low education level would get to go on a business trip abroad. Well, I actually am right now. I heard from Simon that you only graduated from high school.
Yep, that's true.
A bottom-tier person like you, who can't even go to university in this day and age, going on a business trip abroad is laughable.
Jeez, calling me a bottom tier?
I'm puzzled. Simon's right and graduated from a top university, but his sister is a high school graduate. Why is there such a difference even though you have the same parents? Well, if you didn't like studying, I guess there was nothing you could do about it.
I didn't particularly dislike studying, but due to circumstances, I had to start working right after school.
Yeah, whatever. I don't want to hear your excuses. You had to work because you're dumb, right? Nowadays, having just a high school diploma is embarrassing, don't you think?
That's so rude. I don't care how you see me anyway. There are plenty of successful people with just a high school diploma. It's unfair to judge someone as bottom tier based solely on their education.
You're too naive. No matter how nicely you put it, people with higher education are still favored in society. They get higher salaries. At the very least, you should have gotten an associate degree. Personally, I think people who haven't gone to university are not very useful.
I see. You graduated from a famous university too. But you've been a homemaker without ever working, right? I wonder if education is really necessary.
What did you say? Are you making fun of housewives? It's a respectable job. It requires a lot of brain power to manage household chores, you know.
I'm not trying to make fun of anyone. I just want to say that looking down on people based on their education is wrong.
Acting all high and mighty just because you got a job with only a high school education.
Vanessa, it seems like you don't have anything important to discuss. Can I excuse myself now?
Wait!
I still have some work to do.
Oh, what work? You're just playing around.
Well then.
Hold on.
What is it?
Totally forgot to mention. Simon and I decided to move into your house.
What? Why?
It's no big deal, right? Originally, it was a family home.
Yeah, it was, but not anymore. I'm living there now, so it's not nice if you just show up.
We already moved in.
What the heck?
Why are you surprised? It's normal for the eldest son and his wife to live in the family home. Simon had a spare key, so we've already brought all our stuff in.
This is unbelievable.
Listen, it's actually wrong for a single woman like you to live alone in this big house. It must be a hassle with all the cleaning. If we live together, we can share the chores, right? If anything, you should be grateful.
But,
Anyway, we're housemates now. Well, you won't be coming back for a while, so we'll make ourselves at home.
Hold on, Vanessa. Vanessa! Hey, Simon. I'm in a bit of a bind.
What's up?
I was chatting with Vanessa earlier. Is it true you guys moved into my place?
Oh, about that.
Why the heck did you do that without consulting me first?
What, got an issue with it? It's also my family home, you know? I don't need your permission.
You two are so selfish. Anyway, why did you decide to come to my place?
We didn't have anywhere else to go.
What do you mean? What happened to your apartment?
We were ordered to vacate by the owner. The building is deteriorating, so we had to move out for reconstruction.
I see.
It happened suddenly, so we didn't have time to find a new place. So for the time being, we decided to move to your place, which was originally our home.
Uh-huh. In that case, you can stay for now. But make sure you find a new place by the end of the month.
Why?
Didn't we talk about this before? We can't stay there for long.
Really? Well, whatever. We're going to stay until we find the next place.
Only until the end of this month.
Yeah, I got it. By the way, I heard you're on vacation abroad.
Ugh, you and Vanessa are just unbelievable. It's not a vacation, it's a business trip.
Yeah, right. You're just sightseeing under the guise of a business trip.
No, seriously.
You got it easy, huh? I work late every day while you get to take days off for a vacation.
I'm telling you, it's not a vacation, it's work.
You know what? You could just not come back.
Huh?
If you stay away, the house would be ours, right? Living with a nagging sister-in-law would be annoying for my wife. Might as well live overseas for good.
What are you saying?
Well, if you adamantly insist, I guess we'll let you stay with us.
Why do I need your consent to live in my own house? You're not even the owner, so don't act so high and mighty.
Let me remind you, I'm the eldest son. Now that Mom and Dad have moved away, it's me who's inheriting that house.
Inheriting? Like I said earlier, we can't stay there forever, you know.
Oh, whatever. Not gonna listen to your nonsense. Huh.
What are you even talking about?
I finally got to live there. I don't need to rent a cramped apartment anymore, right? We'll take over the house.
Impossible. It won't be yours, no matter what. You have to leave as promised.
Why are you so annoying? If you keep arguing, you'll face consequences.
What do you mean?
Well, that's a surprise for when you come back.
Wait a sec. What are you planning to do?
I'll give you a harsh punishment for a defiant sister like you. Brace yourself.
Tony, you're not coming back anytime soon, right?
I should be back in about 3 days.
Like Simon said, it's okay if you stay there for good.
Jeez.
An undereducated, low-income person going on an overseas vacation is quite audacious. I went ahead and threw away all your stuff so you didn't have to come back.
What the heck?
I don't need a sister-in-law who lies about a business trip and just hangs around. You're nothing but a nuisance. After discussing with Simon, we decided to kick you out. Since you have no place or belongings to go back to, find a new place when you come back.
Did you really throw away all my stuff?
Of course! I left the usable appliances, but I got rid of the bed, dresser, and everything in the closet. But you know, it's such a shame.
What?
Turns out that being a high school grad means being poor after all. I thought I might take something if there was anything useful, but all the furniture was falling apart and the clothes were just cheap and worn out. Not a single branded item. Since everything was like trash, I threw it all away.
Thanks, I'm grateful.
What?
I didn't ask for it, but I appreciate you threw away my stuff.
Are you okay?
Great, you saved me a lot of trouble.
What do you mean?
You said my stuff was like trash, and you were right. Everything left there was stuff I was planning to get rid of anyway.
What? So, you didn't have anything important?
No, took everything else and moved it to my new place.
New place?
I was planning to move anyway.
Really?
Haven't you heard anything from Simon? You guys are ready for the move too, right?
Move?
You can only stay there until the end of this month.
Hold on, what do you mean?
The house is scheduled for demolition.
Demolition?
You really didn't know, huh? I've already told him. You know, our parents lived there originally. When Dad retired a few years ago, they wanted to move to the countryside and decided to hand it over to me. But it's too big for me to live alone, and it's getting old and needs repairs all over too. About a month ago, we discussed demolishing.
Oh my God.
Of course, Mom and Dad have agreed to it, and I've informed Simon. At that time, you guys just got married. I checked with him if he had any plans to take over the house, but he agreed to demolish it. He said it was too big and cleaning would be a hassle for you.
Oh, I had no clue.
So the demolition work is starting at the end of this month.
I had to move out before that, but with the sudden business trip, I was unsure when to clean up my room. Having the trip extended, I was getting anxious, but thanks to you throwing away my stuff on my behalf, I don't have to rush back now. Hold on, I've never been told anything about tearing down the house or moving out. I told Simon to leave by the end of this month. Did he not listen to the details? You have to clear out everything from there before the move-out date. You guys better start preparing. Don't just decide such a major thing on your own. The house was bought by your dad, right? You don't have the right to demolish it. When our parents left, the ownership was transferred to me, so I'm the owner. You're kidding! This is too much to take in, all at once. If you have any complaints, talk to Simon. Isn't there any way to stop the construction? Not possible. Oh no. Well, I have to get back to work now.
Tony, I heard you're tearing down the house.
Oh, you heard from Vanessa already, huh?
What are you thinking? Making arrangements without consulting me?
Hey, when it was decided, I informed you, remember? At that time, you didn't care, because you had no plan on living there, and you said you'd leave it all up to me, right?
Did I? But now I'm saying I'm going to live there. We should drop the demolition talk.
The paperwork is already done, so it's impossible. Besides, didn't I tell you clearly? You need to leave by the end of this month.
I completely forgot about the plan to tear down the house. It's my family home, and I intend to keep living there.
Unbelievable. But we have to leave no matter what. You guys need to move out soon.
Hold on. Where are you going after you move out?
I signed a lease for a new apartment.
Oh, good. Then we'll also move there with you.
Excuse me? Why would you come to my apartment? You guys can find a different place.
We can't, after all.
Why not?
We don't have the money.
Are you kidding me?
Actually, we were forced to leave the previous apartment not because of the building's deterioration, but because we couldn't pay the rent.
Well, I had my suspicions. It looked quite new and nice, so I thought the aging was probably a lie. But you work for a big company and hold a higher position, right? You must be getting a decent salary, so how can you not afford the rent?
Well, I messed up a bit at work and got demoted.
Oh.
So my salary was significantly reduced and life became tough. We couldn't even afford the rent.
But that doesn't justify moving into my house by force. If your salary isn't enough, then ask Vanessa to get a job. Or there are other options like moving to a cheaper place, you know.
I haven't told her about the demotion.
Oh my god.
Because I, a graduate of top-tier university, messing up at work is too embarrassing to admit, you know? After all, she expects to lead an easy life as a housewife by marrying someone like me. How could I disappoint her so early in our marriage?
I see. You're trying to impress her and overextending yourself. But is it really that hard to make a living just because you got demoted?
She loves spending, so I haven't been able to save any money. She spends my hard-earned money on designer bags, jewelry, and stuff. We used credit card installments, so we have a pile of debt now.
Whoa, you have a debt too?
Yeah, she went on a shopping spree with my credit card. Well, I also bought some watches and shoes, but...
So both of you are show-offs.
So if you move, we're coming with you. We'll start packing now. Just tell me the new address.
Not happening.
Why not?
It'll be cramped with you guys around.
Deal with it. We're a family, right? Besides, it's more fun with a bunch of people than living alone.
I won't be alone. I'm getting married.
What?
Come to think of it, I hadn't told you about it.
Who's the lucky guy?
The CEO of the company where I work?
The CEO? How did the high school grad manage to marry the company CEO?
Listen. You and Vanessa love making fun of my education, but the reason I started working early was because Dad got sick and couldn't work anymore, you know? I actually enjoyed studying. Even after I started working, I read a lot of books and studied on my own to get many qualifications. I also gained recognition at work, and now I'm even entrusted to go on business trips abroad. I'm different from you, who sits on his education laurels.
Darn it.
You belittled me,
and tried to kick me out of the house. Don't come running to me now, just because we're family.
You're cold for a sister. You don't care if your brother becomes homeless.
That's your own fault.
Then lend me some money.
Yeah, right.
I'll rent an apartment, so I need money to move. Give me the relocation fee.
Why do I have to do that?
Because you're the only person I can rely on. I can't ask Dad and Mom, who are retired in the countryside. You're about to become the wife of the company CEO. It's not a big deal to lend me money for an apartment, right?
Yes, it is. Before relying on me, you should get Vanessa to work.
Don't be ridiculous. She's never had a job since graduating from university.
She brags about her education but has zero real-world experience. It's laughable.
Shut up. Being a full-time housewife is a respectable job too.
She said the same thing. Well, even if becoming a regular employee is impossible, she could do part-time jobs, right?
I also wish she would work a bit and contribute financially. But asking her to take a part-time job now would be embarrassing.
Why are you still trying to act cool at this point? Thanks to her selfishness, you're in debt, right? It's only fair to make her work.
I apologize for trying to kick you out. I regret making fun of your lack of education. I'll make her apologize someday too. Just let us stay in your apartment for a little while.
I said no. We're about to start our newlywed life. Your presence would only be a hindrance.
We'll move out as soon as we find a new place. Come on, it's a good deal, right?
I decline.
Please, Tony.
Go figure it out on your own.
Wait. Don't abandon us, Tony.
Simon and Vanessa, unable to find a new place, headed to our parents in the countryside. Since Mom and Dad were already aware of them trying to kick me out, they were promptly sent away. In the end, they had to turn to the mercy of Vanessa's family and became lodgers there. However, due to her demanding personality, her family and she never got along well. Shortly after, they were kicked out. In a tough spot, Simon quit his job, and he and Vanessa found live-in jobs together. However, whether due to their inability to learn new skills or their problematic personalities, they couldn't fit in at their workplace, constantly facing scolding from their employer. Their proud educational background seemed to be of no use, and both appeared to be going through miserable times. As for me, shortly after returning from my business trip, I got married to my husband, and we moved into a new apartment together. At the wedding, I received blessings from many people, and now I'm one happy wife. Taking my spendthrift sister-in-law as a bad example, I've decided to continue working hard. I aspire to be a good teammate to my husband, both personally and professionally.
Is it true that you guys are holding the wedding in Hawaii?
Oh, hi, Brooke. Yes, we are.
My husband and I are allowed to treat ourselves while we're there, right?
What?
You guys are paying for everything for us, right? I need to plan things for now. I can't wait!
If your husband is coming, then you need to pay for him. I'm only going to pay for the family.
Are you serious? Why are you so petty?
I will just tell you straightforward, but you guys haven't paid us back yet.
Oh, did we borrow money?
Yes, you did. I have the IOU to prove it. It's past the deadline and you decide to ask me to pay for the whole trip? Are you for real right now?
The IOU and the trip are a different story. Don't we have the right to have fun at Hawaii?
Of course you do, but with your own money. If you want me to, why don't you pay me back first?
Wow. You are so mean. Why did my brother marry someone like you?
I can't believe that a kind-hearted person like Mike has to have a self-centered little sister like you.
Are you making fun of me?
Maybe? Anyways, like I said, if your husband wants to come too, you need to pay for him. If you want us to pay for him also, then you need to pay us back first.
Ugh, what a bitch. We're not going to go then. Is that okay for you?
That's up to you. Have you gotten any texts from Brooke?
Nope.
Okay, so I guess she's not attending. I need to count the attendees now, so...
She said that she won't go, right?
Yeah, she wanted us to pay for her husband.
Oh my god, we told her that it's not possible like 1,000,000 times. We don't need to waste time talking to her, okay? She was just like this since she was little, so I'm tired of her.
Something is really wrong with her because she doesn't remember borrowing money from us, but I will make sure that she pays it back.
Thank you, Layla.
Brooke didn't like the fact that I married you.
That doesn't matter. She just wants a person who listens to her. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Anyways, Brooke and her husband are not attending, so I will not count them. I really hope that she doesn't complain later on.
OMG. Hawaii is so beautiful!
What? You guys are in Hawaii? I didn't know you guys could afford it.
What are you talking about? We came all the way here to attend the wedding. Be thankful.
What? I thought you guys weren't going to attend.
We weren't going to, but decided to have fun and parties instead of attending. You will pay for us, though, right?
What are you talking about?
You will pay for the hotel and the plane tickets, right? I booked everything using my parents' credit card so you can pay before they find out.
Are you being serious right now?
Yes. Oh, and can you also forget about the IOU?
Excuse me?
My husband took off from work to come here. So if you think about that, don't you think that we don't need to pay back?
Okay. Wow. Just... wow.
Tomorrow is the checkout date, so please pay for us, okay? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Wait. Tomorrow?
Yes?
I hate to break it to you, but the wedding was last week.
What? Last week?
Yeah, I don't know what you were blabbering about, but we are already back in the States already.
Hold up. You guys aren't here anymore.
Nope. Actually, everyone already came home. What are you guys doing there?
Wasn't the wedding yesterday?
Didn't I just say it was last week? You said that you guys weren't going to attend.
Wait. How are we supposed to pay for the hotel then?
Why are you asking me?
You're going to pay, right?
And why should I do that?
Are you serious? We came here for your wedding.
You just said that you went partying. Plus, isn't it common sense that you pay for your own trip?
But there's no way I can.
Why don't you ask your husband? I won't help you whatsoever, so bye.
My husband can't help me either. Wait, I can't reach my brother. I thought you guys would pay for us. This is a scam.
A scam? Let me see. You booked for the plane and luxurious hotel with your parents' credit card and partied spending a lot of money. Did we do anything?
I just talked to the receptionist and got told that if I don't pay, I'm going to be arrested. Please come and help me.
There's nothing I can do. I sent you an invitation, but you mistook it. So for you to say that it's our fault, you got problems.
I'm panicking now because I thought you would pay for us.
Nothing will change even if you apologize or beg me, you know. Talk to your husband and do something about it.
My husband left me.
What?
OMG. What should I do? I'm going to be arrested.
Wow. Your husband is as much of an ass as I expected. Well, you are yourself, so what a perfect match.
Don't you even feel sorry for me?
Not at all. Everything is your own fault. Mike and I are also cutting ties with you, so...
I'm literally crying my eyes out.
You're such a drama queen. Mike is cringing right now, you know.
No one is going to help me? What should I do?
You should take time and regret about how you acted this whole time.
I'm regretting it now, and I will apologize to you, so please help me. I don't want to get arrested because of this.
Well, it's kind of too late. Sorry, but we're going to be going on our honeymoon soon, so you won't be able to reach us anymore in a little bit.
Wait, if you're at the airport, come to Hawaii. We're family, so why won't you help me?
OMG! How much of a self-centered person are you? Oh, and about the IOU, I hired an attorney to seize your property and your wages, so you'd better pay us back. We added interest also, so good luck!
I'm sorry, but what? What do you mean?
Have fun in Hawaii! Bye! Brooke tried to reach out to her family, but no one helped her, so she ended up getting a criminal record. Her family got pissed and told her to never come back, so she left and nobody knows where she is now, but I think it's better not to know. Her husband was able to come back to the States safely, but found out that his salary was seized and is now working unpaid, feeling embarrassed since everybody knows about it. If they paid us back from the beginning, they would have lived a different life.